there. This is Ona Indigo coming to you live from Oakland, California, where world electronica is our passion. We're celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to create a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all. We're using love to conquer our unwanted negative battles of the mind by supporting one another with passionate expression to share our authentic creation. We want to spark inquiry and raise awareness and encourage mindfulness. That's right. So welcome, and please, can you subscribe to our YouTube channel? You can find the subscription link in most of our social networks, and that's the best way to stay in touch with this project. And if you've already subscribed to this YouTube channel, could you please share that link on your socials? Let your friends know about it. Maybe someone else would be interested in this project as well. So right now, we are still in the month of October. It's Halloween magic. It's goddess magic. And we're looking at the song called Miss Duffy featuring Eenor. Now, he is an electric guitarist, a longtime friend, and he's had the chance to work alongside amazing musicians over the years, such as Les Claypool and Beats Antique. And I'm honored to feature him on this track. We've been part of the same creative community for years. Now, we had jammed at many parties together, and I loved his style. But normally I would avoid electric guitar players, or at least collabing with them. I find them full of ego with too many chops. Their playing usually takes over, and they solo way too much. They also seem to turn their amps up louder than any other player. Eenor was different. He was special. He had all the chops and more than those other guitar players that I mentioned, but he was humble and experimental as well. He knew when to hold back, when to let other instruments stand out. He has an amazing set of pedals and changed some awesome ethereal effects. He knows how to add texture and vibe to a song. I also recorded his vocals. He had a cool, deep voice. I took small samples and created rhythmic vibes. Plus, I reversed some of his vocal samples. In the new reverse samples, messages were revealed. His sample reversed said, "You goddess, you goddess." So I feel the subliminal message behind the song is to honor and respect the goddess. So let's take a quick peek at a recording session. Yeah, so there we go. That's a recording session that we did there. And now I wanted to bring us back here and speak to the goddess and goddess culture. Now, my study of civilization shows that all cultures started out as goddess worshipping and were governed by a matriarchy because the women gave birth to life. This concept was also applied to the earth, who was seen to give birth to all of us and sustain all life. So all early art and artifacts show female figures, very voluptuous and very fertile. Some cooking ware was also found, and some crude tools. And it seemed that life was peaceful and joyous and bountiful. And it wasn't until men discovered that they were part of the reproductive process that they began to desire power over the women. They began to fight each other over the women. They began to treat women as objects and possessions. They overpowered them with their physical strength. They began to forge weapons instead of goddess-worshipping figurines. This was the birth of patriarchy. Now, there was also a religion that backed this patriarchy, and it conditioned new generations of women to be ashamed of themselves, their sexuality, and their power. In current Western society, a woman is either a Madonna or a whore, and once you've been judged a whore, you can never go back to a Madonna. Now it's time for the rise of the feminine. Now honoring the goddess, rebalancing the genders. And let's check out this subliminal message thing. There's Eenor. Let's escape. Let's go to my DAW. And here we go. So here is the DAW. And we're going to look at the track a bit here and take it apart piece by piece. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go here and make a loop around let's see. There we go. And let's get Eenor's vocal up here. Here we go.
You gotta start at the fountain.
Okay. So here's his.
You gotta start at the top to get to the root of the mountain.
It's actually like a double voice. Let's do it again.
Fountain. You gotta start at the top to get to the root of the mountain.
Right. So there is his kind of one of his main vocal parts that I use, and then I took that part and I reversed it. Like, I took a part of it and then reversed. It sounds like this.
You gotta.
So there's the goddess, coming in there.
You gotta.
He's talking about the goddess. That's the subliminal message.
You gotta.
And so I've chopped that up and just copied and pasted and made it like a percussive underlying subliminal message.
You gotta.
So what I want to do now is I'm going to loop a part of this song and kind of build it up, different parts of it. So you can get a feel for what it was like when I made it. And so we are going to start with, I usually start with a kick. So let's hear what the kick is doing in this track. There we go. There's the kick. Now I'm going to add in the snare. There you go. Let's see what the hi-hat has to do in there. Yeah, so I started making this around 2016. I started really getting into trap music around then, 2015, 2016. Let's see. I added a shaker. This is solo that for a second. Yeah, I think that's an acoustic shaker that I did myself. Made a little loop out of it, and then I put a conga loop more from a sample pack. Here we go. What else have we got here? You can add little fun crashes, some more effect. Oh, some hits. Yeah, some like those hits, like little effects that come in here. Okay, I think, are we ready for, well, even though these other parts aren't in yet, we're gonna enable them when I get to another part. So now let's get the bass. I got 3 layers of bass on there. So let's add the keys now. So basically, I wrote and got the track to this point, and then I brought Eenor in to lay some guitar and some vocals. So let's show you some of the vocal parts. Then see, once he gave me the guitar and the vocals, I arranged it and chopped it up and did what I wanted to it. Okay, here we go.
You gotta start at the top to get to the root of the mountain. To the root, to the root, to the root, to the root, to the root.
Okay, cool.
To the root, to the root.
So let's come over here to the glitchy part, and let's hear how it sounds when it's glitched out here. Fully together. Let's see. You hear that? You got it. You got it. It's kind of in the background.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, and then let's throw his guitar in, because that's really what he's really well known for. Let me solo him on the guitar so you can just hear this bullshit. He's such a master. Oh, so trippy. Hear it. All right. Okay. So back we are again here. And now I think it was really interesting to discover that the message had that background message, and it's happened a few times before on my other tracks where I've reversed some of the samples and other messages have come through. Wow. So it makes me wonder, how many hidden messages we receive on a daily basis. And I want to play the actual recorded track now so you can hear the final mix of it. And I want to switch you over where you can see me on my ball because I move around. I might actually get up and dance around. I have this beautiful top and skirt, actually, from Peru. It has some ayahuasca patterns on it. Quite unique. All right, I'm going to play the song now. Oh, that was fun. I actually got off my ball for a moment and did some like whirly twirly. I don't know. It felt good. So thanks for joining me today. And once again, can I just encourage you please to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is in a lot of our socials. And next week, we're moving on to another month. It's November. month of Thanksgiving. So for me, it inspires me to just staying in gratitude is the theme for me. And the track we'll be looking at is called Break Open. So goodbye for now. If you want to stay in touch during the week, hit me up on socials. If not, I'll be back here next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So goodbye for now.